every pro fisherman has a 21 plus foot fiberglass bass boat and 250 horsepower. Because why? What is the reason for that? And here it is. They used to give boats away. They used to do boat deals. They used to do team deals where you got a boat in a truck if you were on their team in these professional fishing leagues. And they don't do that anymore. No one's giving boats away. The boat deals are the worst they've ever been. The motor deals are the worst they've ever been. And what happened was, if you're going to give me a 21-foot fiberglass boat, yeah, I won't fish out of my 18.8 aluminum anymore. I'll for sure take that. And they did that for a long time, like 10, 15 years. The best anglers on tour were getting a free boat every year. Sell it, you make a lot of money. Well, they don't give boats away anymore. So why are we still toting around these $80,000 boats? We need a $100,000 vehicle to tow them, and our gas bills are $15,000 to $20,000 more than if we just had 115 horsepowers and 18-foot boats. Like, what is really the difference? And I know you're saying, well, it's a bumpy ride out there in that smaller boat. No one goes further than 5 miles away from the ramp most of the time anyway. So there goes that. That's totally a myth. Well, it's too close. Your co-angler might hit you with an Alabama rig. You don't have co-anglers anymore. So, like, what is the point other than the fact that the wool has been pulled over your eyes and you're supposed to be a boat salesman because you have some type of boat deal? But is your boat deal really worth that much that you need a 21-foot boat to go catch bass? I mean, look at the aluminum boats. Those guys are catching them just as well in those boats than they are in fiberglass bass boats. I mean, the Classics one, or, you know, it's insane that we continue to go down this road. And for what? I mean, that's the worst possible message you can send the younger people, is that they need to get a boat payment and get a boat like the one that you have. And it's not. You don't. The best way to start out bass fishing is in a small boat that you can learn how to drive. You can learn the ways of operating a watercraft on the water and not be at work all the time. And you can also learn how to catch fish. I mean, you can fish deep. You can put all kinds of electronics on a tiny boat. You can do everything you want with the tiny boat. And not to mention that they add so many boat ramps to all these lakes in the last 10 years that if it's too windy to get out on the main lake, get back in the truck, load the boat up, and just go to a different ramp. You can fish anywhere on a lake. Doesn't matter if it's blowing 20, 25, 30. So this whole myth about you need to have the boat that the best guys in the world have, those guys were given their boat. They wouldn't fish out of that boat if they had a boat payment. So I want this myth to be well known. And we need to just do something differently, because this is insane. We continue to go down the same road, and there's just no reason for it. And the only people that are going to disagree with me are the people that have really good boat deals. And I even think those people, if they're true fish catchers, true bass fishermen that are good at fishing, they would go down to a smaller boat if everyone else did. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this video. Man, this one really burns me up. I've been fishing out of a aluminum boat since 2002. It was 14 foot, had a 25 horsepower and a 40-pound thrust trolling motor. I fished tournaments out of that boat up until 2013. So started in 05 to 13, so 9 years with that smaller boat. And then I took it up here to Guntersville, fished probably 5 or 6 days a week out of it. The only rule that I had was if it was blowing more than 7 straight up and down the lake, where the waves would kind of stand up with that current, then I would go and fish in the creeks. But you could still fish every single day out of a 14-foot flat bottom boat. So that just goes to show we have gotten so carried away. I think it's because we are just so close to the forest that we necessarily can't see the trees. And what I mean by that is you look around and he's got 250, he's got 250. Let's get a 250. He's got 21 foot, he's 22, he's 20. Well, I should have a 20 or 22 foot boat. And that's just not the way to make this a legitimate business if you're going and spending way too much money on equipment to start off. So leave me a comment. Let me know if you like this, don't like this, or whatever. And good luck, guys, and I'll see you on the water.